Word of the tactics spread rapidly through the regiment. Other units began commandeering nearby bulldozers from engineer teams, fitting quick armor from scrap and using them to approach and collapse cave entrances that had defied grenades and flames. The method saved countless lives by keeping Marines behind heavy protection while denying the enemy their fortified hideouts. The fight for Bloody Nose Ridge dragged on for weeks. The 1st Marine Division was eventually relieved by the Army's 81st Infantry Division in late October, too battered to continue. The Army pressed the attack until November 27th, when Colonel Nakagawa radioed his final message and ended his own life. Japanese losses totaled approximately 10,900 killed, with only 202 taken prisoner, most of them conscripted laborers. American casualties reached 1,989 killed and 8,514 wounded or non-battle injuries, making Peleliu one of the costliest battles per square mile in the Pacific War. The capture of Peleliu secured the southern approaches to the Philippines and denied Japan a staging base for air attacks against MacArthur's Leyte invasion fleet. Although later analysis questioned whether the island's airfield was worth the price, the battle forced the Japanese to reveal their new strategy of prolonged, cave-based defense. These lessons shaped American tactics for Iwo Jima and Okinawa, where similar underground networks awaited, ultimately contributing to the Allies' ability to bring overwhelming force against the Japanese homeland and hasten the war's end. In the days following the final mopping-up operations, Brandon Herrera stood at attention on a makeshift parade ground carved from the coral. His uniform was torn and stained, but his eyes shone with quiet pride. For his repeated acts of extraordinary courage and resourcefulness, particularly the daring seizure and employment of the armored bulldozer that shattered key enemy positions and inspired similar armored advances across the division, he received the Navy Cross. The citation read in part that his initiative, daring, and devotion to duty were in keeping with the highest traditions of the naval service. As the medal was pinned to his chest, Herrera turned to a nearby buddy and muttered, "Guess that means I get first dibs on the next cold drink that shows up." The sun dipped low over the scarred island, casting long shadows across the ridges that had claimed so many lives. Peleliu remained a silent witness to the bravery and ingenuity of men like Brandon Herrera, who turned the tools of survival into instruments of victory.